Okay, this is Unit 1, Lesson 2 and Lesson 6. The grammar lesson that we're talking about is focused on gerunds and infinitives. We're recording and all of the students have been given the option to turn off their video. In Blackboard, you will find some handouts related to this grammar point, some previous videos. I will add this video to the list. It'll probably be number 3. Then I have some websites and some online practice for gerunds and infinitives. If you scroll down, you will also see that Unit 1, Lesson 6, I have some speaking activities that we will practice here in class. I'm going to go over and share a little bit about these first 3 handouts. So the first one are just some quick tips. When we say gerunds and infinitives, this is grammar language where we use language to talk about grammar. And a gerund, we're going to start with gerunds. A gerund is a type of noun. Remember, nouns are can be a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. In this case, it's a noun that ends with ing, so it looks like an ing form of a verb. However, it functions differently in a sentence. So you know the sentence, for example, I am eating, you have your subject I and your present progressive verb with the be verb am plus the verb ing, I am eating, and we use that to talk about something that is happening right now. Gerunds are different. Gerunds can be the subject of a sentence. They can also be the object of a preposition. So they can be the subject or they can come after prepositions, because remember, after a preposition, we use a noun. Okay, so here we see a gerund eating in a noun phrase, eating too much. That's my subject. And here's my verb, is not. Eating too much is not good for us. And my subject is eating too much with the gerund form of eating. Eating too much is fun. Other things can be fun. For example, camping is fun. Camping ends with ing, that's a gerund. I might say playing basketball. Playing with ing is a gerund. Playing basketball is fun. Shopping is fun. Cooking is fun. Shopping, cooking, these are ing words that look like a verb, but they function as a noun, and they function as a subject in a sentence. Okay. Infinitives are made with the verb, the word to plus the base form of a verb. Base form means how you find it in a dictionary. So to sing, not to singing. Or she sings, we can't say to sings. And we can't put it in the past tense, for example, to sang. Okay, it will always be to plus the base verb, to sing, to dance, to go, to study, to play. And most often, infinitives are used as the object of a verb. When we say object of a verb, that means it comes after a verb. So you know verbs, very common verbs such as want and hope and like, love and hate are common verbs that are followed by infinitives. So I might say, she hopes to study accounting. She wants to travel. There's my infinitive, to travel. She wants to travel to the Ivory Coast. She likes to cook when she has time. There I use an infinitive after specific verbs such as want and like and hope, but I don't say she likes to cooking, right? Because we only use to plus the base form of a verb. So she likes to cook, not she likes to cooking. She likes to shop, not she likes to shopping. Okay, so we use infinitives after certain verbs. They are objects of the verbs, and infinitives do not follow prepositions. So prepositions are words like at, of, in, on. A gerund can follow a preposition. It can be an object of a preposition, but an infinitive cannot be the object of a preposition. Okay. I'm going to pause my recording for a moment. So the best way to study gerunds and infinitives is to know that they belong to and are used with certain verbs. In Blackboard, the second handout I have is a list of verbs, and these verbs will be followed by a gerund, followed by a verb ing form. So a common verb, for example, dislike. She dislikes studying late at night. She recalls going to the park often as a child. The teacher recommends practicing new vocabulary. Notice after those verbs, I'm using a gerund, verb ing. If you can't stand something, that means you don't like it. She can't stand seeing people on their cell phones at restaurants. She doesn't like seeing people on their cell phones. So seeing people on their cell phones is a gerund phrase. Some verbs are followed by infinitive. And here you see those common verbs such as want to go, want to study, want to travel. Not on this list, love and like. We see need. She needs to learn. We don't say needs to learning. She needs to study. She needs to find a job. We don't say she needs to finding a job. Okay, it has to be followed by an infinitive, but some verbs, such as these, can be followed by a gerund or an infinitive. So Noor, you asked the question, can I say she likes to go shopping? Yes. She likes shopping? Perfect. But I cannot say she likes to shopping. I don't use to plus a gerund, okay? She loves watching movies. She loves to watch movies. But we cannot say she loves to watching movies. After to, we do not use the gerund form, only the base form to make the infinitive. These verbs can be used with either gerund or infinitive, and the meaning is the same. The third handout on Blackboard in this list right here is a very good handout if you wanted to print. This is a list of verbs that comes from a book called Keys to Teaching Grammar by an author named Keith Folse. And he created 7 different groups. I have 4 of them here for you from his book. Group 1, these are verbs followed by infinitives. And then I have a couple of examples below. Here are some of the most common verbs followed by gerunds. So after all of these, you use ing. Here's a common one, enjoy. I might say Javier enjoys fishing. Noor enjoys cooking. Mao enjoys reading. All of those are gerunds, okay? Again, some verbs can be followed by a gerund or infinitive and the meaning does not change. The verb to can't stand means you don't like. John can't stand to drink green tea has the same meaning with the infinitive to drink and the gerund drinking. John can't stand drinking green tea. The meaning is the same. But group 4, these verbs, the meaning changes if I use a gerund or infinitive. So stop plus an infinitive has a different meaning than stop plus a gerund, okay? So here I see a gerund, Bob stopped smoking because it was so bad for him, for his health, or so bad for him, means now he does not smoke. So stopped gerund. Here we see stop plus infinitive. Bob stopped to smoke because he was nervous and he wanted to feel calm. So he smokes when he is nervous. So for some verbs, stop, forget, which means you don't remember, remember, and try, the meaning changes when we use a gerund or infinitive. Okay, I'm going to stop recording now, and we're going to watch the videos after a short discussion. Watch the videos in my English lab, which is available to all students in this class.